It seems that some people are just naturally gifted. They're smart without even trying, and as mothers, of course, we want our children to have that advantage in life. So today I'm going to break down the top 10 ways you can boost your baby's intelligence before they're even born. By the end of this video, you'll have the simple evidence-based tools you need to grow a little genius. But first, my name is Maria. I'm a Lamaze-Certified childbirth educator and owner of the app Natural Birth by Echo, a free resource with all of the tips and tricks you need to make your unmedicated birth a positive one. Okay, the first thing you can do to make your baby a little Einstein is get your omega-3s. Why are these important? Research shows that the omega-3 fatty acid DHA plays a significant role in brain development during pregnancy. It contributes to the formation of neural connections and the overall structure of the brain. And during the third trimester especially, your baby's brain undergoes rapid growth and development, and omega-3s are essential for helping the process go well. In fact, studies suggest that moms who get sufficient omega-3s during pregnancy have babies with better cognitive abilities. This includes a better memory, a better attention span, problem-solving skills. Not just that, but these benefits continue on later in life. So right now, you have the power to give your kid a head start in learning and development, schoolwork, even mental health years down the road. But you have to take your omega-3s because your body cannot produce them on its own, which means you have to get omega-3s in your diet. The best sources are fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and my personal favorite is cod liver oil. Just 2 teaspoons of cod liver oil will get you and your baby everything you need, and this is a really good option if, like me, you're not really a seafood person. Cod liver oil does the trick, and I've tried a ton of different brands, but my favorite in terms of purity as well as taste is linked below. And the next way you can boost your baby's brain is through exercise. And I'm not talking about some crazy, hot, sweaty kickboxing. No, literally just walking has incredible benefits to your baby's brain. Why? Because exercise increases blood flow. It is this blood flow that carries oxygen and nutrients to the fetal brain, allowing it to develop well. So step 1 is eat your omega-3s, get your nutrients, and step 2, do a little workout so your blood can carry those nutrients to your baby more efficiently. Research shows time and again that mothers who stay active throughout pregnancy have children with higher IQs, and they also have easier births, but that's a video for another day. You're also going to want to have 30 minutes of continuous exercise. So a 30-minute walk, for example, or the stair climber. And yes, you can intermittently move around your house throughout the day, and you should be doing that too. But this continuous movement is gonna bring the best results. So do yourself and your baby a favor and put on those tennis shoes even when you really, really, really don't want to. I get it. And moving on to the third way you can make your baby smarter is by simply talking to them. Your little one can hear sounds from the outside world at just 25 weeks gestation, and they are paying attention. At birth, babies can already recognize their native language, even different words. They are also particularly responsive to their mother's voice, so when you read to your bump or you talk or sing to your baby throughout your day, you're laying the foundation of their lifelong language skills. The more you engage with your baby, the more neural connections are being formed, which is crucial to their intellectual development. And I will also add that talking also creates a sense of security and connection. While in the womb, your baby's way of getting to know you is through your voice, and this has a monumental impact. For example, a personal story, a day or so after I had Josephine, we were in the NICU and it was this whole big drama. I was napping on the couch and she was crying inconsolably. Sam, my husband, was trying to soothe her, and I walked over and I put my hand on her head and I said, "Oh, hey, baby girl, it's okay." And immediately she stopped crying and went to sleep. Because I had talked to her, read to her, sung to her so much during pregnancy, she associated the sound of my voice with comfort and security. And that was a powerful moment for me as a first-time mom, as it helped me to form that beautiful connection with my NICU baby. Okay, the next thing you can do to make your baby smarter is chill. Just relax. It's all going to be okay. Research shows that high levels of stress during pregnancy affects your baby's brain development. When you undergo stress, your body releases the stress hormone cortisol, which negatively affects the developing fetal brain. This leads to cognitive challenges later in life, problems with learning, memory, as well as information processing. On the flip side, a low-stress pregnancy allows for healthy brain development in your child and a lower-risk pregnancy for you, so chill out take a nap, go for a walk, and get your omega-3s because research shows they help with stress management too. And the next item on our list is protein. Get your protein. Human beings are made out of protein. Our skin, our hair, our muscles, our brain, all of it is protein. So if you want to foster brain development in your baby, protein is your ticket. How does this work? Because protein is made up of amino acids, which are the building blocks of neurotransmitters, which play a crucial role in brain function and cognitive development. In fact, it's been shown that higher protein intake during pregnancy supports the formation of neural connections and enhances, once again, your baby's intelligence. But the benefits don't just stop there. Mom, protein positively affects you also by maintaining your energy levels, your prenatal health, and lowering stress, which, as you know by now, is huge for your baby's brain. So there you go, it's all connected. The best sources of protein are whole foods such as red meat, eggs, raw milk. These provide essential nutrients to both you and your baby, so get plenty. And the next ingredient for a little baby Einstein is exercise snacks. I love that phrase. An exercise snack is simply getting up every hour and moving your body for about 2 minutes. Not a full workout, just a little exercise snack. This is ideal for mamas who work a desk job or they spend a lot of time sitting. Just that little bit of movement will get your blood flowing so oxygen and nutrients can flow to your baby, which, as you know by now, helps with brain development. And it is tempting to assume, well, I worked out for an hour this morning, so I'm good. But if you spend the next 23 hours sitting, then blood flow will slow down, inflammation will increase, and your baby will simply not get what he needs throughout the course of the day. Fortunately, just that little exercise snack every hour or so will help to prevent this. Okay, the next thing you can do to make your baby smarter before they're even born is get your vitamin A. This key nutrient is required for the proper functioning of every single cell in your body. So you're probably getting your iron, your folate, your omega-3s, but it won't matter if your body doesn't work on a cellular level. Your baby needs vitamin A to grow a well-functioning brain. This essential nutrient helps with the overall formation of the brain and nervous system. It influences neural tube development, the structure of the brain. It also has lasting effects on your baby's cognitive functions later in life. But I've got a hack for that. Lucky for you, those 2 teaspoons of cod liver oil that I mentioned will knock out your vitamin A needs for the entire day, as well as your vitamin D and omega-3s. So seriously, y'all, please just get on the cod liver oil bandwagon already. The link is below. Now, you might have heard that vitamin A causes birth defects, and this is true for synthetic vitamin A found in Accutane and other medications. This will cause birth defects. Synthetic vitamin A is not safe during pregnancy. Unfortunately, a lot of people, even medical professionals, make the blanket statement that all vitamin A is bad, and that's just not true. The natural stuff from real foods, eggs, meat, cod liver oil, that vitamin A is necessary for your baby's brain development, so just don't take it in pill form. Eat real whole foods, and you and your baby will be fine. All right, the next way you can boost your little one's brain is cut the anti-nutrients, and this is hard, but anti-nutrients are food products like processed sugar that rob your body of necessary vitamins and minerals during the digestion process. So all the cod liver oil, omega-3s, and folate that should go to your baby's brain development is now being used to process the anti-nutrients. And from personal experience, it is really, really tough to cut these from your diet. I mean, pretty much anything that tastes good with processed sugar or hydrogenated oils has to go. That means no fried foods, no chips and guac, no frozen pizza, no Chick-fil-A. It was really hard for me, but after I got past those first 30 to 60 days, I actually had really great energy for being pregnant. My morning sickness was negligible, and my skin, y'all, my skin was glowing. So cut the processed sugars and the seed oils, and if you are craving an indulgent treat, go ahead and have it. Girl, you're pregnant, but make it at home with ingredients you trust. It's gonna taste better, and your baby's brain will continue getting what it needs. Okay, the next tip to boost your baby's brain, and this is a big one, don't induce. Do not induce your labor. In the days and weeks leading up to birth, your baby's brain goes through a huge growth spurt where there is significant development in the size and complexity of the brain. Just in a matter of weeks, it triples in size. The foundations for your baby's nervous system, motor skills, sensory processing, these are all being formed right now. But if you induce before this brain development is complete, your baby loses all the benefits. The womb environment, your maternal hormones, these are what your baby needs to get those brain building benefits. Now, sometimes induction is medically necessary. However, it is rare, and most of the time mothers get induced because it's hospital protocol or the obstetrician is using outdated information. That happened to me with my first baby. I highly regret it, but you don't need to make the same mistake. So if you and your baby are doing okay, just wait to go into labor naturally. And the final tip to grow a little genius is to plan for as natural a birth as possible. This is really important because when you experience a contraction, it squeezes your baby and temporarily deprives their brain of oxygen, which is super dangerous, obviously, except that your brilliant body floods your baby with beta endorphins, which safeguard the fetal brain against the dangers of oxygen deprivation. So while the contraction deprives your baby of oxygen, your natural hormones protect your baby from any negative effects. Unfortunately, medications such as an epidural or Pitocin water down these beta endorphins, so your baby's brain does not get that extra layer of protection, and they're now at a higher risk for fetal hypoxia, cerebral palsy, autism, even death. Fortunately, most babies do come out fine. However, that oxygen deprivation is terrible for the developing fetal brain. So even though the baby might be okay, yes, brain cells are being damaged by these interventions. Their lifelong intelligence is brought down with every contraction. All that to say, keep it as natural as possible. Now, I will be the first to acknowledge that natural birth is tough work. So if you want to learn exactly how you can do it or how to naturalize a birth that requires interventions, the Echo Natural Birth course will get you what you need. After going through the class, you'll be prepared to manage pain effectively. You'll be 35% less likely to require a C-section, more likely to exclusively breastfeed, which also contributes to IQ, by the way. And you also won't be alone on your journey. The course comes with a one-on-one coaching call with me where we go over your birth plan, your questions, concerns, whatever the case may be. My job is not done until you are fully prepared. That's linked below if you want to check it out. And I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked this one, you're gonna love my other stuff. So hit subscribe to get the birth tips you need to have the kind of birth you want. And I will see you next time.